The tank engine, for its size, is the most versatile thing on the rails. And the tender engines are the power behind the expresses and the goods trains that go all over the island of Sodor. This is NWR Stories. Hiro's flying Kipper. It was a bright and early morning on the island of Sodor, and Hiro was on his way to the station. When Hiro arrived into the platform, the Fat Controller was waiting for him. "Good morning, Hiro." "Good morning, sir. Did you summon me here?" "In fact, I did. Henry is busy pulling the express while Gordon's getting overhauled, and I need someone who can maintain the flying Kipper." "Well, sure, sir. I think I can handle it. Well, I can." "Good. I knew I made a good choice. You were actually my first choice. My second choice was either James or one of the Scottish twins. But you can handle it." "Thank you, sir. So, when am I due to pull it?" "Tonight, at around 1 o'clock in the morning." All right, I'll do it." And with a toot of his whistle, Hiro went to go rest, because he knew he would be up extremely early the next morning. Soon, it was 12 o'clock at night, and Hiro was ready to set off. His fire was lit, and he had a full tank of water. And with a toot of his whistle, he soon left for the harbor. Meanwhile, Duck was shunting the flying Kipper into the siding so that it would be ready for Hiro to collect. It was a long line of vans, but Duck managed to get them shunted easily. "We just hope they make sure that the lamp is on correctly. Otherwise, we'll have another incident like I did with Henry that day." "You're still not over that," said Duck's driver. "No, I am not." Not long after Duck shunted the train, Hiro arrived to collect the flying Kipper. He gently backed on to the train and was ready to leave. "Good evening, Hiro, or should I say, good morning," said Duck. "Yes, this is a very early train. I'm just glad I got enough rest and I'm ready to leave," said Hiro. "I made sure they put the tail lamp on the back of your train, so just in case a train follows you at night, they won't accidentally ram into the back of your train," said Duck. "Oh yeah, Henry told me about that. Thank you," said Hiro. Then soon the last door banged, and with a toot of his whistle, Hiro soon left with the flying Kipper. The train was heavy, but Hiro was able to get it out the sidings. Soon as Hiro left the docks, he traveled down the line at a smooth pace, making sure not to rush with the train. He remembered that even though he has a lamp, visibility is still limited at night, and he wanted to make sure he was traveling safely across the rails. Overall, it was a very smooth run for Hiro, and he enjoyed it. The nice cool air blew past his funnel, and overall, the night was very calming to him. It's safe to say that Hiro likes pulling the flying Kipper. He soon started to travel up the bridge, because he remembered that the bridge is the halfway point between him and his destination, and he traveled up the bridge with ease with his train. And he rode down the hill, nearly completing his journey. Hiro was pleased that his first night went well with the flying Kipper. The next morning, Hiro arrived into the shed after a long night pulling the flying Kipper. When he got there, Duck was sitting in the shed next to him. "So, how was the run?" said Duck, curiously. "Oh, it was fabulous. The calm night air is very soothing. Not to mention the dog. Overall, it was a very nice run. I can't wait to do it again tonight." "Well, I'm glad you like it." "Yes, it is very, very nice." And with that, Hiro backed in the shed to fall asleep. That night, Hiro was ready to pull the flying Kipper once more. But suddenly, Duck had some bad news. The workmen were doing some tree work out there in the valley. So there might be some trees on the ground. "Are you sure you are able to take the flying Kipper tonight?" said Duck. "I should be able to manage. I have my headlamp, and I should be fine. But I will keep caution, Duck, I promise," said Hiro. "All right. Well, as soon as you leave, I have to take a train of my own, so please be careful," said Duck. Soon, with a toot of his whistle, Hiro left out the harbor with the flying Kipper. But he made sure to keep Duck's warning in his mind as he left. Hiro carefully made his way through the countryside, looking carefully to make sure that there were no trees on the line. He was thinking he was doing a good job until then there was trouble. It was starting to get darker as soon as he approached the station. The station master had turned the lights off for the night, so Hiro had no idea what was ahead of him. There were some trees up ahead, but Hiro didn't realize until it was too late. Hiro hit the trees with a lot of force, and then there was trouble. Hiro's lamp had completely shut off from the impact. It was damaged, and Hiro's visibility was cut off. He could not even see ahead of his buffers. "Looks like we might be stranded, Hiro," said his driver. "The flying Kipper will just have to wait here." "Oh no, I should have been paying attention. Now, thanks to me, we're not going to be able to go anywhere." "It's not your fault, Hiro. It could happen to any engine." I guess so, driver. I guess so." He was just about to give up hope when he heard an engine coming down the line, and he recognized the whistle. "That's Duck. Driver, we need to give his attention." "I'm on it, Hiro," said his driver. And he was right. Duck arrived onto the scene. He stopped a couple of inches from Hiro and noticed that his lamp was broken. "Oh no, I guess you didn't see the tree." "Yes, I didn't see it in time, and, well, my lamp was broken. Well, don't worry. You'll use mine. As a matter of fact, I'll couple in front of your train, and we'll just double-head it. Sounds fair? Yes, indeed, said Hiro, gratefully. It was tough to get started after stopping for so long, but the two engines were determined. They soon got the heavy train of fish moving in order to complete the journey. The two engines fought through the night to make sure that the train would be delivered on time. It was rough. It was wicked. The two engines fought up bridges and roared through the countryside to make sure that the train would be delivered on time, without any troubles at all. Soon the two engines made it towards Tidman Station where the Flying Kipper was due, and after issues with a broken headlamp, they finally made it on time. Hiro was grateful to what Duck did, and the two engines got on well for the rest of the night. The next morning, Richard had arrived to see the two engines. Good job, you guys. I heard about what happened, and I'm glad you still persevered. I know my father is very proud of you, and I'll be sure to let him know when he returns. Thank you, sir, said the engines in unison. Now, I must get back to his paperwork. I swear, filling in for the Fat Controller is not an easy duty. And with that, Richard Hat walked away. Thanks again for helping me, Duck. I really appreciate it. No problem. Us soldier engines have to look after each other, after all. Yes, you are right, and I am thankful. Ugh. I won't be able to take the Flying Kipper tonight. Oh, that's quite all right. I'm sure Donald and Douglas won't mind a change. Thank you, Duck. Well, I'm going to go to the works and see what they can do about this new headlight. And with a toot of his whistle, Hiro left the yard. Duck was happy to have helped another friend. Would you help a friend in this same situation?